Hey people, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Did you think I was leaving you? I'm back with another guide, and today I'm going to be making a guide on Hokutomaru. Now, I would be disingenuous if I said that Hokutomaru wasn't causing a scene within the FGC right now, being probably one of the most dominant characters in Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. He has a lot of tools. The one thing that he is lacking is a DP. However, outside of that, he has a great set of mix-up tools and ways to get in, such as, I think, a teleport that puts you right over him, the opponent. Yeah, there's some things about this character that people are quite angry about, actually, but hopefully I can teach you some of his secrets and let you get into the character and start off. First of all is stand far away jab. Nothing really to write home about with this. You can do this for sort of standing pressure, but if you want to do this, you could get a knockdown. I haven't seen him be able to get anything better off a counter hit. His jumping one generally will give you about 5 or 4 frames, so you could probably combo into this or something, or something like that maybe. His close jab doesn't really get him any more combo opportunities. It's the same as his far away jab, funnily enough. It's a frame faster, obviously, and gives you plus frames, but I think you're best just going into his target combo, or something like that, off of a confirm off these like close jab. His crouch jab is 4 frames, which means that it's one of these probably his fastest buttons, but it's still the same in terms of things. You just don't get the knockdown off the quarter circle forward kick. You're probably like best comboing out of it into something like that. Not really great light punches in general, I'd say. No, actually you can cancel his close light punch into this, which can then like cancel into a lot of other things, so it gets a bit wacky. You can get like really wacky. You can do like multiple launchers off of this. It's almost like you can combo as much as you have bar almost. Let's move on to his light kicks. His far away light kick is comically strange. It goes quite far. It's sort of like a punt kick. Like you can sort of Gatling into it from his crouching light kick. It doesn't get too much return on a normal hit. You can get something like that. However, on counter hit, if you do like this, you can go into full combo. Well, obviously it's hard to even spot that you've done a counter hit, but other than that, this isn't really too remarkable. His slide is crazy. This is a safe low that you can do almost mid-screen. It's plus on block and plus on hit if you space it well. Just depending on how you space it, you can get some plus frames on hit, but on counter hit, it's not that much better. It's not something you're going to be able to capitalize on because he doesn't have any 4-frame moves that are good, I would say. His close light kick has this like target combo into, well, it's not target combo, he has this link combo into his close heavy punch, which links into this, which can launch, which opens up his entire combo game. It lets you to do a lot, so or you know, So it sort of writes itself, if you know what I mean. You can combo as much as you have bar. Obviously, you want to focus on these moves in particular. But yeah, this is like an easy mode combo. Like this is gonna like carry you through lower ranks. This sort of link combo. So I would get into it because most people's is like crouch heavy punch or something like that. But this being like the way that it is, it's quite easy to master, and is definitely a lot more than most people's B&Bs at an early level. I almost forgot about his crouch light kick. It's obviously like most of the cast, super cancelable, so do something like that to cash out. We'll let you cash out. Obviously we'll combo into things. You can sort of combo into his lights, etc. Generally I would go for his standing lights, as his crouch light punch is very lackluster, so it would be like something like that. So it'd be like very easy combo, you know. It's crazy what he gets off of lights, man. His jumping light kick seemingly is very similar to his light punch, where it gives like a reliable around 4 frames, somewhat more reliably than his light punch. It crosses up and reliably gives around 4 frames on cross up. This is 5 frames, so if you get sort of low, you might get 5 frames, but I wouldn't risk it. And honestly, in like combat situations, I'd probably try and get light punch and try and go into his like fireball, be like something like that. There's a lot of scaling though because it's a jump in. His faraway heavy punch is quite far reaching, actually generally quite slower than most of the cast. Once fainted, it gives +2, so you could probably like tech grab almost. However, it also like cancels into not too close. It cancels into his launch, so you could easily go into full combo for that route, if you know what I mean, or even double launch, something like that. Really, the world's your oyster on confirming off of this thing. However, what more remarkable is on counter hit, he gets +7 on counter hit, and this can, like, at the right spacing, you can get into something like far away fierce punch into close fear punch because of how much frames you get off of this on counter hit. 11 frames though, obviously you're never going to be like linking into this, but yeah, like 7 frames, and look how far it makes me go. Like, it makes me go really far, so far that I'm almost in close proximity quite quickly. But yeah, +7 off of this is something that you need to note down. Also, if you're not close proximity, far away light kick is also 7 frames, so you could probably do like this to start going into full combo, so you'd be like... But, I mean, it's debatable if you really want to do that, or if it's worth the effort, because it just will add scaling onto the combo. And how much damage is this? 39? I mean, do you want to fit that in? Is what it is. Close heavy punch is his fastest close heavy, and confirms into all of his best specials, allowing you to launch, or in a panic just do his elbow, or even his Hado. Generally though, you want to be confirming into his launch, as that will give you the best results. as it just allows you to combo into everything afterwards anyway, so very easy. Otherwise though, it doesn't have any other remarkable qualities other than on counter hit, it will give you +9, so you can combo into his crouch heavy, as you can see there, which has similar properties in that it allows you to cancel into his launcher, etc. Otherwise, his crouch heavy is 9 frames, does more damage, cancels into all of his specials very easily, just generally higher damage. On counter hit, it will always leave you far proximity, even if you faint, though that'll allow you to combo into his far away light kick, allowing you to combo into that basically. But other than that, pretty good. His jumping fierce punch seems to give about, it's not reliable in frames, but I think his frame reliable one seems to be his heavy kick. This one's more based on proximity and elevation. 77 damage, quite good generally. Nothing really to say there other than just I'd combo into his light close light punch off of it, as that seems to be his most reliable close button, which has good frames. But other than that, yeah, nothing really to say about his jumping heavy punch. His universal overhead is nothing really to write home about. It combos into his close heavy punch on counter hit, so allowing you to get big damage or just launch into Rev. Other than that, his anti-air can be feint cancelled into his crouch heavy punch, allowing you to combo as well, so you could be like something like that basically. His anti-air sort of dodge attack is also pretty good. It's 9 frames and it will cancel into his launch just if you don't think he has like the right proximity to combo into heavy punch on counter hit. On like launch in the air, you could easily like go into that quite easily. Generally, you want to be using this because he doesn't have a DP, or like a traditional DP that gives him invincibility. You will be relying on stuff like this more than most. However, I don't think his overhead is that good. I think that's mainly a read. It's very reactable at 23 frames. His faraway heavy kick has 9 frames. It's a good poke and is obviously super cancelable, much like most pokes are in this game. His crouch heavy kick is a super fast, unreactable sweep. 99 damage. He has really great Oki. Obviously death on block, but other than that, it's quite great properties. It seems to reach quite far and also pushes him forward. His close heavy kick is really slow at 11 frames for a close proximity move. However, it obviously cancels into all of his specials. With a feint though, it can combo into his close heavy punch, which will give you quite a sizable amount of damage and allow you to cancel into every special like you could do normally. However, him on counter hit, I've never been able to keep his proximity close enough to do anything more than crouch heavy punch. It seems to be like you could like combo into each other, but nah, it'd probably be best to go into crouch heavy punch. It also has like really good range as well. But yeah, this is a lot of damage for a big read. it's not normally something you just want to throw out there. It's something that you want to be doing on an advantage, or if your opponent's sort of dilly-dallying or off of or recovering off of something, because this is 11 frames is quite bad for a close proximity move, but this is a lot of damage for that. You can also like easy cash out off of a counter hit into his far away heavy kick, so you could do something like this, which gives almost like 60%. His down forward heavy kick is a good anti-air. Somehow combos off a few things, but I don't know why you really would want to do that. I've never been able to combo off of it or do anything like a super off of it. But it seems like a good anti-air, if you know what I mean. It's very long reaching and knocks down, giving like good Oki. So even if you just like whiffed it, I mean, it's quite long, but like it knocks down, so that is just like phenomenal. But yeah, you really shouldn't be throwing it out randomly, but great anti-air. Now let's get into his special moves. Obviously, his elbow or his dash. Very good on hit or on block. That's just the light version, so if on hit it gives you like +2, leaves you quite close. Not close enough to like grab or anything like that. It's hard to get any at that kind of advantage. The heavy variant knocks down for great Oki. Just not really much to write home about, other than it can like combo, so you could be like something like that. Very easy off the XE. It's usually one of his main combo tools. His launcher is quite good. It's a sort of anti-fireball tool, as it will go over short fireballs like rock or Terry's. His launcher also is quite blessed, and it will cancel into all of his specials quite easily. Oops. It's sort of like, you sort of should just do it anyway due to the added damage, etc. Other than that, the XE variant cancels into like his Fireball super very easily, as well as his Rev super, as you've probably seen me do in the video so far quite a few times. But other than that, that's quite blessed. He's sort of like Terry or Rock in that example, where his DP leaves him floating. It's not a real DP. His anti-airs are quite bad. He doesn't even have a crouch one, or his like upper invincibility is quite bad. But I mean, I think this will like clash with jump ins quite easily. But yeah, Hokutomaru has some of the fastest fireballs in the game, second fastest in the tier list of fastest fireballs. They do come with the property though that they can be punched out the air. Sort of risky for your opponent to do so. The heavy variant doesn't have the same kind of thing, and it's harder to just defend because it's 3 hits. Other than that, it's the same kind of rules with these air fireballs. And he also has an anti-air fireball. This is probably one of his best anti-air tools. Typically, the XE is like one of his best combo tools. It's the same frames on like back fireball to forward fireball, so it does sort of like make up the trifecta of his moves though. If you think about it, so like when you do a combo of like XE moves, like the third one is always discounted. And the fact that you can just tack this on to a lot of things, and like you can combo off of it, you know, allows it to sort of be discounted in combos. So like something like that. You know, it's a discounted combo because it's a triple, and it's really a good combo tool. In terms of like just actual fireballs though, he really needs the heavy to compete, and typically like someone who's good with their fundamentals on fireball should be able to beat him in the fireball war, but obviously he can also just do this to most people's fireballs, so it's sort of risky to do a fireball war with him, and obviously just having an air fireball in general. The heavy variants can sometimes like float him almost over moves or something like that. It's quite a nuanced or niche application. The frames are never that good enough that it's going to allow you to combo off of it, but you might be able to get like a cheeky slide afterwards. It's not like very hard to like combo off of it, but as I said, it's not something worth like going for. But yeah, very versatile fireballs, very up there in terms of like how great they can be. But obviously the punch thing is very interesting. The XE version obviously can't be punched either, and will clash with other XE fireballs, and they're quite high. But other than that, nothing else to say about them. Because of his light punch one being quite slow, I mean it's great on hit and on block, but obviously it has like the punch element. But it comes out quite fast, but it's quite slow to travel. You only really want to be throwing this out up front or behind like a heavy. Do something like that, or you could do like something like that. That's like good. That would be great fireball pressure, if you know what I mean. Obviously you need to like sort of tempo things and make your fireballs not so predictable, you know. His like light fireball is like really good on counter hit. He gives like a lot of great frames, like enough to like just be like sort of maintaining that pressure if you get a good counter hit off of it. Either or, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's obviously because this 16 frame one is the better one, it's like hard to keep pressure. You're gonna have to sort of think of it on your own. He has this sort of crack shoot like move. This one's can be like, it's sort of like a feint version of it. It will go over fireballs. It can be cancelled into like his fireballs, like his air fireballs, but I don't really know why you would want to do this. I think on block it's not too bad, but I don't know why you want to do that particularly. It's even in the notes of the move, but other than that, the heavy version is like a safe way to get in over fireballs. It's safe on block. On counter hit, you can combo into that. The EX version, XE combo fodder, basically allows you to do this to allow you to combo your combo even further. You know, it like allows you to extend it. So like if you, I know I was like doing Rev after this, like you could do something like that, basically. Same difference. It's a great combo tool. Maybe you've not used your 3 in a chain of your XE. It allows them to be quite lucid with those combo like pathways. But other than that, I don't really have that much more to say about his sort of crack shoot. In terms of his teleport, it's the light version is a feint. The heavy is safe on block and on counter hit. Like if you take this off, it combos into this. So that could go into full combo. This gives you even more frames to be able to like combo into his close heavy kick, which is monstrous. And also on block, it's +5. So demonstrably disgusting on block. The EX version can go into his Rev Blow, so do something like that. In terms of his Rev Blow, it's also like a dive kick, so keep that in mind. I didn't really like cover this, but his heavy elbow will like launch on counter hit, so you can sort of maybe like frame trap into it. It is 22 frames on startup. The same goes for his heavy like launcher, and that's 18 frames, you know. But yeah, his elbow is also quite safe on block. Like the light version, like -2. The EX version, like no matter where you put it, it's -2. The heavy version isn't like granted the same thing. It's -6, punishable when you're in close proximity almost. Yeah, so you're gonna get hit with a heavy move afterwards, most likely. But yeah, it's okay for getting in. His Fireball super will win most Fireball wars, and it's alright. It does less damage than his other super, which is his kick one. But that one is sort of an anti-air super, so it will, and it's hard to combo into, like, even at like any sort of spacing, like our feet are almost touching, you know, and that won't hit. But yeah, his Rev super will like hit from like wherever away. Like you can hit it from like all the way here, well, almost all the way there. Like mid-screen, yeah. But yeah, very interesting. In terms of how like you should play this guy, like he's not like a Shoto or anything like that. You should probably be like sort of trying to get in and like be applying pressure and using your like quick normals, etc. to sort of overwhelm your opponent. He has like a double jump as well. I didn't touch much on that. Like he can get really high and start throwing fireballs, you know. He has like more like aerial options than most. His Rev Blow is weird. I think he can do it counts as like a double one. So like you can like double up on your Rev Blows, so that's quite interesting. Probably would like yeah, some like you would maybe do off of that, you know. His aerial Rev Blow is just like this kick one. Interesting to say the least. Not really like anything really standing out to me about that, but the double Rev Blow, that could end up doing quite a lot of damage. But yeah, other than that, yeah, he's sort of just like a little fucker. Like you're supposed to be like jumping around people and like just like using your hands agility, like to sort of get the upper hand on the opponent. But yeah, other than that, like pretty straightforward. It's a bit of a high tier. He has a lot of like easy combos with this, you know, and yeah, very easy character to learn, hard to master with his more advanced combos, I'd say. So yeah, let me know if this guide has been helpful. I think he's a very good character. Anyone could pick him up. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I might cover Hokuto soon. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a lovely day.
Rising attack! Rising まだ終わってね
空破弾どこ見てんだい残影剣
おっと
どこ見てんだい空破弾
おっとまだ終わってね
どこ見てんだい空破弾こいつが奥の手
やろう
空破弾これでこいつが奥の手
まだ終わってね
空破弾残影剣こいつが奥の手
まだ終わってね
空破弾どこ見てんだい残影剣知らぬ究極奥義燃えろ
まだ終わってね
残影剣空破弾どこ見てんだい残影剣俺の究極奥義必殺忍びます昇竜弾これで終わりだ超熱波弾決まったぜ
KO! Perfect day! Hokutomaru! Win!